sorry. But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
Is any of it real? I mean, look at this. Look at it. It's a fantasy world. We've got these synthetic emotions in the form of pills. We've got these psychological attacks in the form of advertising. We've got brainwashing seminars in the form of media. We live in these controlled, isolated bubbles of social networks.
The human brain has always been highly susceptible towards narratives as they capture our creativity. What's the most resilient parasite? Bacteria, a virus, an intestinal worm? An idea. Resilient, highly contagious. Once an idea takes hold of the brain, it is almost impossible to eradicate. One that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks in there somewhere.
I want to talk about the reality. We haven't lived in anything even closely resembling it since the turn of the century. You'd have to dig deep before you got to real. We live in this kingdom of lies. There's no point talking about real. We only know hyper-real.
The person constructs a political idea from the media that they've been exposed to, and once they have established their allegiance to a political side, they will continue to take on anything that reinforces that idea, because it keeps the mind in a very safe and supported state.
The internet has created a political ecosystem in which the extreme, the incendiary and the polarising tend to prevail over the considered, the rational and the consensus-seeking.
The mind can entirely detach itself from a whole section of ideas and of criticism in a way that reserves its energy for its own sense of reality.
We live in this instant society of instant money, instant fame, instant love.
We've created a digital box where we only see our echoed reflection, not a healthy balance of opposing ideas and values, which is paralysing to a modern democracy.
Non, c'est pour le costume. Avez-vous une expérience professionnelle? Bon, c'est sans importance, c'est pas très compliqué, vous verrez. Vous irez à cette adresse lundi matin, 9 h. Je compte sur vous.
The human mind rejects creative ideas that are genuinely inspired. So we have to portray the idea as their own. Make them believe it's their idea, not ours. Frame it for them, if you will. And then if we sit back, listen, we can know everything about someone. What music they like, what films they watch, what their greatest fears are.
Avez-vous une expérience professionnelle? Bon, c'est sans importance, c'est pas très compliqué, vous verrez. Vous irez à cette adresse lundi matin, 9 h. Je compte sur vous. Non, c'est pour le costume.
When someone searches information online, you might have the solution, but if you offer it to them, they're going to reject the idea because it's not theirs, it's yours. Instead, lay out the pieces.
Let them solve it themselves. Leave them hints. Inevitably, they link up the dots and they come to the solution on their own. All we have to do is put our content into the bloodstream of the internet. Watch it grow, expand, trend.
Také informácie nie sú pre vás, lebo nie je to ohľadom toho, čo ste robili na súkromnom pozemku.
Mindketten grafik designerek vagyunk, együtt dolgoztunk ezen a projekten. Én is egy Instagram artist vagyok, a nevem Batyányi Péter.
They pay us to produce these adverts, really. Blanket adverts. They're pretty useless, really, because they're a bit too broad. And they kind of miss, they're not, so instead we tend to go for more specific tailored adverts, which tailor towards people who are more susceptible to change, really.
Na to, že Facebookové profily sa dostali aj na Google a potom všetko online bolo demonstrované, každý sa to dozvedel, bolo to úplne všelijaké, ako sa to zvrhlo na to, že Facebookové profily sa to dozvedeli a...
De legalább a költségében nem szerepel, vagy ilyesmi?
Nem, de ebben miért kéne belefizessen? Ez egy college film. Szívesen teszi meg. Ő is tanár, vagy mi? Ő is student.
Hát engem kiráncigál igen.
Hát nem, szerintem ez kurva, hogy fisegelünk. És most neked is idegesnek kellene, mert most olyan, mintha lebuknánk az ilyen szak.
K tomu, čo sa stalo a všetko, čo sa dozvedeli, bude to úplne radikálne, čo sa stalo na toto Facebookové profily, čo sme analyzovali, všetko sme hľadali, lokalitu, dáta, okrem toho, čo sa stalo, tí ľudia, čo boli na tým.
Really try and draw in the attention of the viewer, really entice them in, and then we have a subtle political message behind it, and then the viewer might not know this at face value.
Takže sme prišli na to a potom sme hľadali tých ľudí, čo sme našli a čo sme hľadali a úplne sme ich demonstrovali a všetko ohľadom toho, čo sa stalo.
Over time, we have built up an online presence that feels safe and that feels familiar. So any idea that comes in that is a direct opposition to that sense of familiarity can immediately be dismissed. Yet the subtlety of this targeted advertising is that it's not immediately recognised by the brain as a danger because it has been profiled to the individual user in a way that makes it undetectable, and it is through this that minds can be changed without eliciting the defence mechanism response.
Did Cambridge Analytica complete digital inception? Yes. Yeah, of course they did, there's no doubt. They planted seeds in our consciousnesses, seeds of ideas that we wanted to believe in. They edited our online worlds for clients. We're trapped in this construction, this digital dream, Plato's cave, where what is true and genuine is impossible to decipher. We need to wake up.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power, let us all unite. And we'll rise! Oh!